Hello there. Of late I've been getting more and more curious about the other operating system on model trains, DCC or Digital Command Control, and obviously there is a big cost implication to convert Seabreeze Station, which as you know is DC, into DCC. And I've been watching the YouTube videos and the curiosity's got the better of me, and I thought, what can I do to sort of dip my toe into the subject? And what I've done is I've bought a DCC starter set, and this is it here. It's the Hornby Mixed Goods DCC starter set. Now it is used, and the seller told me before me buying it that there is a few things missing in it. But he assured me that the locos are working and the controllers working and everything else, and here it is, duly arrived. Now I think you can still buy this set for about £150 to £200, but as I say, I bought this used. Now what's inside it? You've got the customary track mat. Upside down, just bear with me a second. Yeah, there's two locos, a 060 Ginty and an 08 Shunter, 4 wagons, a bit of track, the Hornby Select DCC controller, power supply and a buffer stop. So, I mean, you know, considering what I paid for it, which was not a lot, I think this is quite a nice little set, and it gives me an idea about what is DCC all about. Should I invest in it? Should I change Seabreeze to DCC? It's not got the latest tech, and I'm not sure if you can run locomotives with sound on it. Now, if somebody knows, if you can, please let me know. And these locos look very sort of basic. I mean, you're not expecting high-end quality and detailing for the price of these sets, but I mean, they look pretty nice to me, so let's have a good look at it. Okay, here's the locos in closer look. And as I said before, you've got to be realistic in your expectations with these starter sets. You're not going to get huge detailing, but again, it's as a starter set. I mean, if you've got lots of fine, you know, small bits and things like that which are going to break off when you first handle them, so you're better off probably having something that's a bit more robust. I mean, I quite like the 08 Shunter with the wasp paintwork. I think that looks really nice, and the Ginty's okay. I suspect the chassis looks the same. It looks about the same. So Hornby will probably use the identical chassis there. Next up is the wagons. You've got 3 open wagons and a tanker. That wagon there looks like it's had a replacement set of wheels. Now I do have some spare chrome effect wheels, so that shouldn't be a problem to change those. Next up is the Hornby Select controller, and you've got the stop button, the bright red one. You've got the keypad with the numbers, and you've got several function buttons, and you've got arrow direction buttons, which are obviously left and right, and you've got the power knob there, and that looks pretty much it. Now the difference between DC and DCC, in case you don't know, is DC is just direct current, power on, power off, stop, start. That's it for your locos. Now what I've been concentrating on as much as running trains is building the layout and starting about scenery and buildings and that sort of thing. And I think if that's your sort of main focus, DC is okay, but DCC I think is as much focus about running trains and noises and so on and so forth. So I understand, because like I said before, I've never really used this. Now I've just discovered that the power connector is missing, and I think it was mentioned in the sale. So I've just done a bit of homework, and I've realised that you have to program the Loco into the console, and that's how it manages it. Now obviously I'm speaking grandmother to suck eggs to experienced people, but I'm brand new to this, so it's all a learning curve from me. So I've disconnected obviously the DC points and taken the Locos off, and I'm going to give it a try now to see how it goes. I've just programmed this one into number 1, and let's see how it goes. Just so you can see me turning it. That's really impressive slow speed, isn't it? Oops. Well, there was quite a delay in it switching off then. I mean, with DC, you're on, off, power. This seems to be a bit of a delay, so I'll just try that again. And there seems to be a slight delay. It's not fully direct control, obviously it's got to go through a chip and so on and so forth. I understand that, but I've turned the controller off and it's still going. Now that may be typical with DCC. If it is, please tell me, because this is all, as I say, brand new to me. Oh, it's stalled. Well, let's send that one off on its merry way and see if we can get the other one going. The little Ginty will probably take a week and a warm fire to get round my layout, because it's, as I say, it's quite big. I'll just bring it back. It does sound a bit ropey, so it probably needs a bit of a service. So here's the other one, the 08 shunter. And I think if we program this as 02, we should be in business. So select. I think you're supposed to take the other one off before you program it, just bear with me. Right, let's try this now. Select button, should show you really, shouldn't I? Select 02. Select. Now has that worked? Let's just try. Oh, it's moving, hang on. Again, you turn the power off and it just carries on going. Now, that would mean that, knowing my track record, if I've turned the power off and it's still running away, and it's just stopped. Now that's very realistic as regards real locomotives. They don't just stop on a pin, so that's really very true to real life, but it's just not what I'm used to. So first impressions is, yeah, I quite like it, and especially is the fact that you can run 2 or 3 locos on the same track at the same time. That's good. These don't have lights, don't have sound, but at least if I practice and play with it a bit more, and I'll give you a more appraisal in the next video. So I'll see you for now.